Hey YouTube, we're back. This is the road trip video from Los Angeles to San Francisco. And we're starting here at a hotel in Santa Monica. And you can see the wipers were going quite a bit there. A little bit frustrating here. There was no rain. Not sure why the wipers, but can't turn that off. Now, I slowed this part down here because it's pretty interesting. And I've seen this quite a bit. You see, we're at a stoplight. I had to back up there because the car was edging out way too far into the road. So this was the first kind of safety intervention. I've seen it where as it's looking at cars that are at an extreme angle like that, it often thinks it can just go. And it was just creeping out and actually got out into the roadway. And there was a blue Mustang that went by that was not too happy with me. So I had to take over and actually reverse and get out of the roadway, waiting for that red light to turn. So it was not good there. Safety, disengagement. Now we're kind of in Santa Monica, a little bit of traffic here, and this is an interesting part that I slowed down as well. You see we're merging, and there's this car on the left, this Honda, CRV or something, and we start to go past it there, even though we shouldn't be up on it so much because we're at that point merging in every other car. So that is something I've seen repeatedly as well, that I'd really like it to be more aware that the lane is narrowing and ending and not like go right up next to another car that's trying to merge, because that could be a safety issue. I mean, it stays a good amount of distance away from the car, but definitely, not being a good driver and causing, issues with other cars. So didn't have to intervene. I let it play out, and it did eventually yield and get behind that Honda, but would definitely like to see that improved. And I'll come back when another interesting thing happens in the video here. So you saw the video there going over the Grapevine and on Highway 5, which is, pretty basic, boring driving. Now we're getting ready to take a turn here to get off of Highway 5 and take the Pacheco Pass to get back into the Bay Area from Highway 5. And there's a pretty difficult turn where you have to slow down a lot from like 70 miles an hour, which is the speed limit here. I think we were probably going 75 to keep up with the flow of traffic. at this point, and you'll see it come up here, and I've slowed it down. We get in behind uh, a truck up here and need to make the turn. And so we're behind this truck. We need to immediately get off on the right here, and it's just going to blow right past that turn. So I had to take over, and it was uncertain what it was doing. So it was a somewhat of a convenience takeover, but also it was going much slower. And it, for any fast moving cars behind us, because it is a 70 mile an hour speed limit with mini cars going much faster, had to really take over, get into that turn lane correctly. So definitely, both, I would say, a combination of a convenience and a safety takeover there. Now we're back on that Pacheco Pass, really handled the rest of the drive really well. So at this point, we've had two takeovers, one right at the very beginning of the start of the drive with that odd angled turn, and then there having to take, an exit, slowing down from 70 to really take the exit at like 25 miles an hour, and, had to disengage. I'll come back at the next point where there's a disengagement. So now we're, have gone over the Pacheco Pass back into the Bay Area and driving back to Los Altos, California, and getting close to where, we exit and we shoot the AI Day videos as well. And, there's a part here that I'll show you where we had to disengage. And this is, just kind of a standard stoplight with a turn. And the nav wanted to turn left when it slows down up here, but didn't get over into the lane correctly. So it's wanting to go left at this light. Now we go up here and it continues to want to go left there. And I've seen this happen a lot in FSD as well, where if it misses its turn, it'll still try to make the turn going past the turn lane cars and just try to make it across the left-hand light, even though it shouldn't be doing that. So hope you all enjoyed this video. Leave a like and a subscribe. This was, basically 3 safety disengagements on, like a 7-hour road trip from Los Angeles to San Francisco. So did quite well, but there's some kind of recurring issues or themes that are coming up that I'm seeing, and I'll shoot some future videos to try to highlight those in some more detail. Cheers. Have a great day.